Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another match day watch-along. This is the back to the WSL. Arsenal at home to Liverpool. I don't want to always do that, by the way, the accent for Liverpool, but it is what it is. We are back. This is basically, for anyone who didn't see the podcast yesterday, the match preview for Lisbon. When I mentioned this, the reason why this game's playing tonight. Basically, because Arsenal women were in the League Cup final with Chelsea. Both teams, their game that would have been played on that last weekend in the league, has been moved to tonight, both respectively. And yeah, I mean, what better way to come back first, play this game now as League Cup winners, champions, whatever you want to call it, and face a team that's indifferent, so to say, this season in terms of their performances and results, etc. Almost one of the favourites. The only reason they're not in the relegation actually gone down in terms of in that bottom spot is because Leicester didn't start the season too well, but they're starting to pick up results now, and it's getting a bit scrappy down at the bottom now for that one and only relegation spot. Who wants to stay up? It won't look good for Liverpool as a whole. It won't look good that they've gone down for a few years, come back up this season, and they go straight back down. Especially when they beat Chelsea in match day one, all penalties and all that, but for both teams. But Liverpool still got the result on the day. It don't bode well that since then they've been a bit indifferent. Merseyside derby at Anfield, they didn't turn up, got torn over by Everton. But yeah. I mean, I'm going to put the teams up now, by the way. There we go. Only one change in the starting 11 from Sunday's magnificent win, and it was a magnificent win. Zinsberger's in goal. We got Vetvaya, Leo Williamson, Raphael. McCabe is playing left back instead of in the front three. And then we got Leah Vorti, Kim Little, Manham. And in the front three of Palova playing with McCabe was at the weekend. Palova playing down that right-hand side. Caitlin Ford down the left and Blackstenius down the middle. And on the bench, we've got a few players, not many. I don't think it's a full collect. No, it's not the full selection, so we say, of a sub-bench. It's literally McKaysey, the substitute goalkeeper, BT, Wubermoy, Moritz, Gio, and Cole. Steph Katie's got the night off by the looks of it as well. Bit concerned. If you haven't, somebody who's going mental now. But considering we played a few literally 3 days ago, I'm liking the lineup. I'm liking the strength of the lineup here. So, my score prediction, because kickoff is literally a few minutes away now. Just got to get the website up for that. I'm going to go for a 4-0 home win. I think the confidence, the buzz that the girls would have got winning on Sunday will carry over to tonight. And as I say, that because of the opponent, just put the team to the sword and again send a message out to City, Chelsea, and United that we ain't out of that top three race yet. We ain't giving up just yet. Basically, we have to, because we ain't gonna, let's be honest. There's a more experienced teams in the modern Champions League era that will put us to the sword if we ain't careful, because of our lack of depth that we have. But now I'm just going to go over. Hopefully I don't need to log in again. Hang on. I'm going to. Hang on. I just want to see something here. I swear to God, if this is audio only, I'm going to go mental. Yeah, it's on. If you're on the Arsenal website, there's a little build-up program as we speak for that. One kiss is all it takes. the FA player. There we go. I'll be watching now, actually. So I'm just getting up the other tab to get the game up ready, so I don't miss the kickoff. Yay! Touch wood. And it loads up. Stream starting soon. Pardon me. By the way, guys, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe, do smash that like button, and do share the content around as well, because it does massively help the channel grow a lot quicker and a lot faster than the normal current rate, basically. Big ups in the Memphis in the chat. Just seeing him in the chat. Big up. How you doing, my friend? I'm a tooth. Yeah, streams just started on the FA player, and teams are already out. It is foggy as hell there, by the way. There was a check on the pitch at Bournemouth tonight because of the weather conditions here in the UK, being it snowed and frosty and all that malarkey. The pitch, even though it's AstroTurf, had to check to make sure it passed health and safety checks and all that. And that was like 2 o'clock this afternoon. Thankfully, it passed them test, and the game, obviously, as you know, the game's going ahead because we are here. But it does look, it looks. Anyone that's going there tonight, big up to yourselves. Lossie being one of them, George as well. It looks absolutely bitter there. Like the camera is literally, you can just see fog. And once the rain drops on the camera, the one camera, by the way, in the entire on the stadium, not in the stadium, on the stadium. One kiss is all it takes. I wonder if what's her name? Well, it's just I can't remember her name now. Basically, an ex-Arsenal player from years and years ago. She's moved on, played for West Ham, Birmingham City, Chelsea, and ended up at Liverpool. Basically, she's retired recently because she went to Liverpool back in the summer, and Liverpool fans clearly went too far ahead in their mindset of, oh, she's coming, we'll be fine then, because obviously the experience she'll bring, putting all the pressure on her. And when results haven't gone their way this season, they've abused her online, and she's basically like, you know what, life's too short, and she's just called it a day. Arsenal won the toss, by the way, and now swapping ends, so we're now attacking the North Bank in the first half. Say North, they call it North Bank because of the partnership we have with Bournemouth. They're saying this and they call it the North Bank. The sooner we end this partnership with Bournemouth and with the girls put full time to the Emirates, the better. It just makes so much sense to do it when you do stadium art at the Emirates, so it's incorporates the women's historic moments as well, and even going forward, it just makes sense to make it the full-time home of the Arsenal in general, men's, women's, and the youth setups, basically. Just taking in the knee now. Let's get ready for kick-off. And we're kicking off, by the way, and we are underway. So let's get the scoreboard up. Here we go. Take this down. And there we are. Get your score predictions in as well. Don't have to be an Arsenal fan or Liverpool fan. You can be completely neutral in this game. Just get your thoughts in. We'll be keeping an eye on, even though it's a while away from kickoff on that one, the Champions League matches tonight. Whilst we're live, we'll be keeping an eye on all Champions League matches as well. Just because in the hope that AC Milan actually do a job tonight, and unlike Dortmund, just saying. And who else is playing tonight in Champions League? Already 40 seconds in, we almost score in the foggy, weird conditions that we're playing in. Let's hit the post. Literally hit the post. Did everything like, I can't even go here because he did everything like stayed on side, got in position, held her own, got the shot off. But it's weird. It might be different for the fans that are there and all that, but the cameras was making that place look so foggy. It's unbelievable. I've got to say, in terms of how much fog we're seeing on this camera here, I am surprised the game's gone ahead. Someone's going to get hurt basically if they ain't careful. All Celtic and Rangers are both playing respectively, Hearts and Hibs respectively. That's one to keep an eye out on then. There's the Champions League. Bayern Munich and PSG. So keep an eye on the Champions League games as well in the second half of this game. That song's my head now. Oh, come on, girls. Come on. I've got to say, again, the fans that gone, fair play to you, because it's. I've been to the Bournemouth Stadium in years gone for a few times over the years, and the location of where the actual stadium is, with the weather, you add into the equation the weather conditions. It is going. You'll be anyone's there. It's absolute. No matter how bad you've wrapped up, it's going to be absolutely freezing. And in terms of the stand behind the dugout, sorry, there's a hefty amount of empty seats where there probably would be fans. But obviously, certain fans are thinking, no, it's not worth the hassle. I'll just watch it at home in the warmth. Go on, Stina. Lucky the keeper comes out and does her job. Let's go, Stone. Let's go. If we get an early goal, I don't mean an early goal. The floodgates could open heavily on Liverpool tonight. This is what I'm saying. That just goes to prove how bad the conditions are there. Obviously, Liverpool's number 7 had the ball there. Went to pass it back, but to no one, and it almost went out for a throw in. Jeez, Ref, if you're going to book her for that, you're just going to give her a warning, 7 minutes, because it wasn't Arsenal that made the foul. Oh dear. Go on. Oh, fuck, Liverpool got lucky there. So lucky that law of averages, that's what never happened. Oh dear. Come on. Let's start this new week off on a high with another Arsenal win. I think we will. As I said, my score prediction was at least be a minimum of 4-0 tonight. That's talking to the equation of the conditions they're playing in. We obviously got Lisbon. The men's team go out to Lisbon tomorrow, and then we've got double header on Sunday. Arsenal men's team v Fulham, and the women's team play later on in the day, in the evening, the late kickoff on Sunday. And I'm checking now. I believe we're away actually on Sunday. double checking now. Yeah, at home. Back-to-back home games. This one next on Sundays at home to Reading. So some good games to fall back on after the final as well. We just won. By the way, guys, there's a link in the description to the official channel, the official channel's merchandise site. Basically, we can go buy ourselves mugs, pint glasses, or hoodie, or t-shirt, or whatever. Basically, even a phone case with the channel logo on, whatever. In terms of prices, some of them are going to have gone up. I've seen that recently. That's nothing to do with me. That it's the manufacturers, respectively, putting their prices up in the last couple of months without me knowing, and there's nothing I can do about it because it's their labour, basically, their materials. But there is in respect to that discount codes that you'll be offered on when you go on the site. And depending on where you're buying from, you'll be out in terms of what product you're buying. That you'll be able to use the discount codes to bring the price down to what it once was, basically. But if Teesprings themselves continue to go down that route of upping the price, then the manufacturers up the price for no reason. They're not improving the product itself. It's just because they can. If they continue to go down that route, I'll be looking elsewhere to manufacture the official channel merchandise further on down the line. But for limited time only. What is that? Depends, surely. Nope. Yeah, for a limited time only in the between now and the end of the season, basically, you can buy yourself a mug that can basically celebrates the Arsenal women's team, their win basically the weekend. Their league cup there, sorry, the women's team league cup win on Sunday. The entire team with the trophy celebrating on the mug. Just a little bit of a, because no one else seems to want to be doing it. Not even Arsenal aren't doing anything. The FA sites aren't selling anything to commemorate to celebrate the occasion. So I thought, you know what, put something together for you guys to grab onto, basically. A bit of history and all that, as it is. Yeah, well, we are. It shows me. 8 minutes, 40 odd seconds into the game here. Even though we're having the lion's share of, I say lion's share of possession, I say we're dominating, showing we are putting our foot on it. It is a struggle at the moment for the girls to get their rhythm going because it's the conditions they find themselves in, basically. That Lottie, can't tell. The cameras are zoomed in behind the north to the actual stand behind the goal, the north bank. Try to see if I can recognise Lottie. There's someone that looked like Lottie. Again, the friend of the channel and all that. Looked like her, but I can't. It was still a bit far out in terms of their zooming in and all that. So the cameras aren't really, as I say, the sooner that Arsenal end this partnership with Bournemouth and allow the women's team and the youth teams to play the Emirates full time, the better. I would have cried if they scored from their first attack. Okay, now. Go on. Go on, Stina. Find someone, please. Oh. Didn't need to rush it. You didn't need to rush. You had more players coming in. You didn't need to rush that either. There was no one coming near you in that sense. Oh, dear. That's annoying. Go on, Steve. Go on. Have a shot. Oh, lucky. Like, nice tonight, isn't it? Oh dear, guys, do get yourselves active in the chat. By the way, there's a poll as well in the chat as you come in. Want to vote on that as well. Who do you think's going to win tonight? Arsenal, Liverpool. Quite simple, and depending on how to put scoreboard, what the score is at half time, that poll might end. We might do another poll set during half time going into the second half, depending on the situation and all that. Yes, not much to really say at the moment. The game's going away. You'd think it would in terms of we're having the possession. It's ourselves. It's just taking time to get flowing because of the again the conditions. But yeah, saying that the fog's starting to clear by the looks of it, so not too bad now. But it was about 20 minutes ago. It wasn't exactly great. But yeah, again, knowing the location of where that stadium is and all that, where it is located and all. With how cold it is in March, but we're in March, and we're talking about in the UK how bitterly cold it is. The fact we've had snow here in the UK today. Since what was it, late last night, snow came down. Woke up this morning, winter wonderland. Disappeared after a couple of hours, but then we've had here where I am anyway, 2 or 3 spouts of snow and rain come down throughout the day. And with how cold it actually is, you know, going to wait to be loads of black ice on the wet market. So that's going to be interesting getting out, in and around there, outside of the work, getting to and from places. Got a corner here, see what we can do with this. I say corner, again, this camera, you can't tell. There's only one camera. I keep saying it. It's like, I've said it how many times about the sport, about that ball was one camera. So I can't actually see he's taking the corner. We're just waiting for the ball to fly onto the actual camera itself. You can't see who's taking it now. There we go, the ball's in. At least when Sky's about, or BBC, they put more cameras in, so it covers a bit more. You're not just focused. You just Sky BT, Sky BT out here. We'll just use the camera up there on the roof and hope for the best. It's so poor as well. I mean, imagine putting them. Again, the camera itself is huge. It's got weight to it, obviously. But imagine putting that on top of on top of a stand, which Raw would have done. They wonder why they have issues. Yeah, I just find it bizarre that we're in March and the temperature's gone in winter, like proper winter weather. Spring's might be around the corner. It's snow. We've not had snow in March for a few years now. Good few years. Or April for that matter. Yeah. Global warm's a myth, all right. Yeah, okay. The insane heat that we have and the humidity. No, that's normal. Fuck off. Go on, Kate. Go on, Kate. Go on. Give me strength. So wasteful. Why are we being wasteful? Gonna be a long, long night. Biddy's in the chat. Big up, Biddy. Oh, no, I thought already you were a mod. Oh, I'm leaning back. I'm not on the camera. Sorry, guys. Just seeing now. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But yeah, big up Biddy as well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're keeping well, my friend, and looking after yourself. Oh dear, what's your score prediction as well, Biddy? In the old chat for this game, I mean. It songs my head. It's random crap as well. The ball gone flat already. You know, 17 minutes in, everyone. And it might, well, we're asking for a new ball, and the ref just told us to play on with it. Literally, the ref dropped the ball. Now, again, the pitch is an AstroTurf pitch. Oh, behave. It's an AstroTurf pitch, and the ball was dropped and it barely bounced. But she told us to play on it, and then complacency set in. They were like, "Oh, what the fuck? Okay," passed out and gave it back and gave it to Liverpool. And they almost scored from it. Now they've got a corner. Come on, defend this, please. Zinsberger, that's a switch off. If they're going to play mind games like that, it's a switch off. Just got to make sure that the ref notices this. If she fails you, then hopefully the ref notices it. Hopefully. I doubt it. It's the standard isn't exactly great in WSL either. Certain refs. I haven't seen this one before, but you never know. Corner in. And straight for goal kick. Try to do a sneak one around near the goal and all that, and try to try to keep her out, and it didn't work. I've got a long, long night and I can't get a song out my head. Oh my days. Liverpool trying to get a bit of the foot on the ball, but nothing major yet. Touch wood. Time it in actually. 36. Considering we kicked off before Chelsea, it's who scores first. Oh, that's against Liverpool. or Chelsea gets a managerless Brighton. Another manager, literally another manager's gone this season. Brighton, okay, now first hope, yeah, hope went, hope how whatever the name is. Yeah, and the person that got brought into replace has been beamed off as well. Still nil there. Sorry. To 8 o'clock. We feel all right. Stop asking for trouble, girls. Sort yourselves out now. This ain't on. Oh dear. Go on. Bit of support would be fantastic. There you go. Go on, Katie. Go on. Take her on. Take her on. Hesitated. Actually, Kate McCabe, no, still got the ball, but just hesitated and took herself into position. She couldn't do that at the moment, so had to held on to it and pass it back out again. Girls need to wake up because make it too easy for Liverpool to defend against here. Throw in, cool. Oh, there we go. Right. Well, me. Pardon me, that ain't tasty. Come on, Katie. Let's get decent ball in this time. Only his head preferably, or nothing else. Ball in. God's sake. Go on, Pavlova. Go on. Ball in. Go on. Yes! Get in there, Leah. 1-0 to us. Leah Williamson. Great assist from Pavlova as well. But Leah stayed up from the set, stayed up up from the corner, stayed in penalty box and was there right at the far post to tap it in. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Big up, Russ. How you doing, Russ? Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're ready for tomorrow as well, tomorrow night. Oh, Liverpool got just going back over to the game, and the Liverpool goalkeeper's down, receiving treatment on the knee by the looks of it. Just below me, one of the two. They're not counting the goal. You've got to count the goal. There was no foul committed. I swear, I've also changed the scoreboard and they've gone, no, we're not giving the goal. What the f is going on? Ball put in the net. The whistle wasn't blown till I swear to God. I'll change the scoreboard again. I've got volume on, and there's no call for a foul. Nothing. This is bullshit. The ball was put in legit, and it was a legit goal. Oh, Leo, they got flags for offside apparently. Of course, yeah. Okay, that's what I should level with, literally level with a defender as the ball came in. But okay, no worries. Give me strength. Yeah, that's if you're sitting in the chat with friend. How are you feeling about tomorrow's game against Lisbon away? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Pick up Assassin Eagle in the chat. It says, I think, come on, AC Milan destroy Tottenham at the £1 billion trophy to the stadium. Mate, I'll be the happiest football fan in the world if AC Milan knock out Tottenham tonight. But I'll be honest, Colin's got me nervous after our little chat on Sunday about AC this season. Go on. There we go. Now it counts. Surely that counts. Thank God for that. Black Stingers with the goal. He's a dream, man. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Fuck. Right, back to the game. Yeah. No, you know when he's had the temperature drop, he fucking throws garter for fucking air and he drink. Out of interest, guys, boys, you know what was wait for them to get underway properly. That's 1-0. Probably get going. What you think? What you're thinking about the Champions League game tonight? Being PSG versus Bayern Munich and Tottenham v Liverpool, Tottenham v AC Milan. Sorry. Any, have you seen the upsets happening, like Tottenham winning or PSG coming back against Bayern Munich? Personally, personally, in terms, Tottenham, as I say, I hope Tottenham go out. One sec, go almost. I'm hoping Tottenham get knocked out, and I expect beating Bayern Munich to see the game, to see the tie out. To be honest, they've got the know-how, and over the last few years, they've got PSG's number. Oh, there you go. So, see how Chelsea's doing anyway against Brighton in the old WSL. Oh, Chelsea scored as well. Of course, Brighton from the penalty spot, of course. So we one sec. David took Taylor. There's two. That should have been two. That should have been two. There we go. Now it's two. 3 bites of the cherry. Caitlin Ford, I believe that was, yeah. Good to go eventually. First man and a swap it missed, completely missed it. Go to Blackstone, she had the shot, good save from the goalkeeper, but Caitlin Ford was there, jumped up, headed it into an empty net. 2-0 to the Arsenal. 3 points already secure for the League Cup champions. Stefan and Cheese in the chat. Stefan says, we'll pop in and out as I've got the SPL games on YouTube at the moment, laters, lads. Oh, yeah, because as I say, Celtic and Rangers are both playing, I can't remember, was it Hearts and Aberdeen or something like that? I don't know. Don't really care, to be honest, about SPL. All due respect, it's just like, yeah. We know they're both going to win. We know Celtic have won the league already. Cheese in the chat says, hi, chat and Ryan. Big up to yourself, I say. Hope you're keeping well. Had a good week so far. I need a shave. Had the haircut the other day. Day is it? I had it Monday. Yeah, Monday I had it. My haircut. Just need to get a bit this all off. Do, do, do. 10 minutes before half time, it's 2-0 to the Arsenal. I'm halfway towards my prediction again. Oh dear. Oh, it's good to see Giannis got a new coat as well. For anyone who doesn't know, obviously doesn't have Twitter or follow Arsenal women's Twitter and account and all that. After the cup final win on Sunday, during the celebrations of parading the trophy around and all that, Jonas met up with one of the fans in the stand that he he bumped into the previous week against Chelsea in the FA Cup. And basically, the gist of it was the fan was giving him support, the girl support said, "Don't worry, we'll come back. I'm fully supporting you next week. We'll do it next week. That where it means most, we'll do it on the big stage of the final." And out of appreciation, because obviously the girls did do it, and out of appreciation for his positivity and his support and all that to the girls and Jonas took off his jacket and gave it to the fan, which I think was cool, because all things considered and all that as well. But I have my doubts, Jonas. I've no qualms in saying that, but I'm not going to slag him off and all that. When we win a final, and he does something like that for an Arsenal, for a fan in general. I was checking that as I was checking, thinking, where are we in the WSL with that with this things as they stand? That's what I was checking. Oh, 1 second. Well, it's 2-0 Chelsea, of course it is. As soon as we scored two, they scored second. Of course, yeah. Carter scored. Shock on it. So, as it stands, we are fourth still on 29 points, but with a game in hand. We win that game in hand, that's 30, 31, 32. That put us into, as it stands, 11 on games wise, that would put us uh, into top 10 goal difference. And to get ahead of our backsides, really. In terms of title race, obviously Chelsea play Manchester United this weekend as well. So ideally, for a title, as a, for the title race perspective, whilst we're mathematically able to do it and compete for it, obviously, we need that game to be a draw between Man United and Chelsea. And for us to do our job against Reading on Sunday evening. And it's just to keep winning our games up to our game in hand and win that game in hand. I think it's Brighton our game in hand is against as well. I can't remember why. It might have been Frozen Pitch or something, maybe. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was actually. It was Frozen Pitch. Sorry. There's the reason why Brighton then got postponed one a game in hand still. Go on, we're going for a third. Go on, Palova. Ah, lucky. Did a bit and got let down in the final third by a teammate. Oh, dear. Have you only just realised that, Stefan? I made that. I saw you spoke about this other week, but literally since Cheese came along, I made a point of just calling him Cheese and not because I'm not falling into that trap. Oh, dear, if you know, you know. Do, 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 do. Seriously, can't get it out of my head now. It's doing my head in. Go on, Caitlin. Go on. Go on. Ball in. Mm. Right, put that there. The chat up. So I'm going to keep on the chat whilst I'm watching the stream. So they're going back and forth and all that. Do, 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 do. Go on, man. Pass it. Go on. Pass it. That's the wrong type of pass, but yeah. Poor from Kim as well. Oh, my days. If you think Liverpool fans have actually travelled down for this game, fair play to them. Coming, away, coming all the way down from Liverpool to London, or Bournemouth anyway, for a WSL game. Fair play to you. On a Wednesday night. Oh, me. Also, yeah, I want my stuff in the WSL game, not WSL, the SPL games. So they just kicked off. Again, we both know both teams are going to win. So oh, God. Well, there's another breaking play, by the way. Another Liverpool player's gone down injured or receiving treatment for an injury or whatever. So the coach come to a standstill for a couple of minutes. Hence why I've gone quite because no report here. Oh dear. Come on, guys, let's get a third. Let's really just kill the game off now. We can make, even though there's not many subs you can make, because we haven't got a full selection off a bench to mess about with. But what we can do with what we've got, just make some changes at half time or whatever, just give more game time to new players and all that. Give Gio a run out, give Call a run out. Whilst I try to avoid not knocking over the microphone. Oh, dear. Go on, go on. Oh, for God's sake. Go on. Oh, first, no. Got a deflection when they needed it most out of Liverpool, saving them there. Let's go, Arsenal. Let's go. As I've been saying for the last couple of days in terms of off air and all that about this game, no good winning on Sunday and then losing, like, dropping points in this game or whatever, like we did against West Ham a few weeks ago. We need to send a statement there that we ain't giving up on the top three. At the very least, top three, if not the title. If we're giving up yet, even with some bad results so far this season, and it has been. Let's be honest. Though, there has been some bad results. Home to United, away to City, dropping points in the last 9 minutes against Chelsea at home at the start of the year, dropping points away to West Ham, and drawing a complete blank there and having an absolute stinker of a game. At the start of the season against away to Reading at the start of the season, having a stink, just about getting through in that game, but I think it's a clean little penalty in the end that saved us. Russ was there. Go on, Stina, go on. Unlucky. I've got to say, every time we do push forward in that final third, we do look threatening in terms of we do look like we're going to score. We do look like we are going to score every time we attack. So I've got to give message plaudits to the team there, considering it's only like 3 days since the final, the high for winning the final, and you can't come down again and go again in the league. Fair play to him. Don't know what Steph again. I've heard nothing. I've seen nothing online enough to say why Steph Katie's not in the squad tonight at all. Maybe just been given a night off or whatever. Maybe she'll obviously be back on Sunday against Reading. You never know, but it's a bit of a weird one. Oh dear. Someone talked about me. Ears warm. Oh, cold, warmish. Oh dear. It was operating this camera using one lens because it is completely it is covered in rain droplets. You can barely see anything on the camera. So someone needs to get that old cloth out and give the old lens a clean quickly. Give it a wipe because it's hard to see what's going on, especially when they zoom in. Like, mate, seriously. Ah, come on, girls, come on. Let's get a third. Come on, go on, go on, go on. Aye. Go on, Katie McCain, go on. Oh man, one of the two. I don't care who. No, you lose it instead. And that's it. Half time whistle's just gone. Arsenal lead 2-0 in this WSL fixture. We'll put that on that so I don't have the chatty crap. And yeah, we are 2-0 up at the break. And again, deservingly so. As I say, every time we do attack, we do look threatening that we're going to score every time. So, hey, it is what it is. Do, 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 do. Oh, let's put the old Sky Sports on as the games that we kick off over in Europe and all that. Keep an eye on them games as well. Oh, Hearts. Oh. Celtic are losing at home to Hearts. Ginley scored in the 6th minute. Just turn it over now. 20 minutes in. Rangers are drawing 1-1. They got their penalty, the customary penalty, as Stefan would like to say. Oh, didn't see that coming. They're saying that fucking St. Mirren went in up and lost 5-1. So it's convincing to know. It been really, again, apart from a brief couple of minutes where we switched off for a moment, where we thought there was a ball was flat. We just got heads down and continued and played our game, and we've been a complete dominant side again. Again, actually, in terms of this fixture, you'd expect it. It's just, I think, with better conditions, i.e., no rain / snow, this game could be literally a 4 or 5 0 at half time. So Hibernia versus Rangers is 1-1. Goldson scored an own goal first, and about a few minutes later, Rangers got their penalty. Made it 1-1. Chelsea are 2-0 up against Brighton as well. Carter scored for them, their second goal. Oh, breaking this one set. Kickoff has been delayed by 10 minutes ahead of the top of Tottenham's Champions League round of 16 leg against AC Milan. This happened last night at Chelsea. Chelsea were at home last night against Dortmund, and that game got delayed. The kickoff for that was delayed by 2 minutes as well. And I think that was down with Chelsea yesterday. It was down to the fans, and from both sets of fans, going towards the ground and all that. A bit of a, not ruckus, that calls it, building an atmosphere and all that, but not getting out of the way for the team bus and what bus is, and they had to go a different route into the stadium. I don't know about this. I don't know why this. They're just saying it's been delayed. I assume it might be the same thing. I don't know. Don't know why, but more of that will come to fruition as that plays out and all that. That's weird. It's a bit weird that. Of course, Ten Hag scored Bruno Fernandes is vice captain. Of course, yeah. Assaults an official. The bars to come off when you're losing 4-0 down, 4-5-0 down. Oh, get me off. Yeah, you really want that as a vice captain, don't you? But yeah. Aside from supporting Arsenal tonight, the girls, we are AC Milan fans as well. From 10 past 8 or whenever it will be, when the game actually does get underway, down that way, neck of the woods. Have a look. Get the old app up and see what's going on here. Yeah, teams are out at the Trophy Toilet Bowl. The refs are anyway. Yeah, there's teams in the background now. Come on, AC Milan. Come on, Olivia Giroud. I'm assuming Giroud's in the backstage squad. So come on, Giroud. No, we'll have a look. Here we go. Giroud starts. Yay! Olivia, you know what to do. You're ex-Arsenal and Chelsea. More so Arsenal. You know your job. It's Tottenham, crying out loud. Top was off 4-3-3 and they're going with as well. So I'll just look at it. Come on, man. Let's go, AC. Let's go. Come on, Olivier. How is it he's never aged, by the way? He looks the exact same as he did when he was an Arsenal player. Some players don't like that, but it is what. Imagine he scores a goal and knocks out Tottenham tonight. Oh my God, he'll be a god again with Arsenal fans. Oh. There's a VAR check at Celtic Park for an equaliser for Celtic. Can't believe Celtic are losing to Stefan. Neither do I, but there might be an as you say that, there may be an equaliser. There's a VAR check. mean, even if Celtic were to lose tonight or drop points, they're going to win the league anyway. So oh, not been given. No, it has been given. No, it's been given. Yeah, so it's 1-1 at Celtic now. I'll turn that off for now and play it by ear on that one because I want to watch it. Every time I'm like, come on for the other team to knock out Tottenham this season. They find a way, so we say. Oh, Danny Rose. Ain't got Jamie O'Hara in today. It's Danny Rose, who's doing the old co-coms for Sky at Sky Sports News. Mr. Bungle, how you doing, my friend? How's your week been so far? Turn that down, I'll do my head in. But yeah, oh dear. Oh, my leg. Ow. I mean, it's only a couple of minutes. It's literally, the game only just kicked off with Tottenham, yeah, and they're back and going, oh, what's happening? To be a bit tentative in this. It's like 10 minutes in. They can't go, neither team can go gun home this straight from the off. AC are trying to protect the lead and try at the same time go for it as well in terms of seeing through. Tottenham got to come out, but they know they've got to defend as well. Celtic Hibs 1-1. Now I know well, it's hard actually, but still. As I say, Celtic not even if Celtic drop points tonight, by some miracle, be it a loss or a draw. Rangers won't be able to catch them. Even if Rangers were to win both derby games that remain in the SPL season, they still won't be able to catch them. Because Celtic will just win all the rest and just have that extra couple of points just to get them over the line. Mr. Bungle says, "Can't believe how expensive Asda is now." Yeah, that's been official. That's been an official thing now for about 4 or 5 weeks or so. When they compared all the supermarkets and all that, yeah, Asda's the most expensive, but not one of the most expensive. Is it the most expensive Asda now? To bloody go and shop now. I mean, it's ridiculous. The fact what was it? During the old pandemic, the lockdown, for example, a 6 pint of milk from Sainsbury's was, I think now, £1.25, 1.25s? No, 150. Sorry, it was 150. And now it's only, what was it, 2.35 now at Sainsbury's. Tesco do the price match of Aldi, so I think it's a bit cheaper in Tesco still. But yeah, Asda's just been Asda. It's what it is. Stefan, is it snowing where you are, Mr. Bong? Coming down here in EA. You wish, Ryan, genuinely. Don't start, Stefan. Don't start. I have no involvement in the SBL. No attachment whatsoever. Snow during the night, but it thawed out quick. Yeah, thawed out here where I am as well. Literally, when it started around midnight here, it started snowing. And then when I woke up, it was like Winter Wonderland at around 7:20, I think, was it all when I got up? Like the snow has on settled and all that, and as by about 10ish, it started falling out basically. And by about 11:30, it had gone completely forward. I mean, what helped was the snow/rain we've had twice today so far throughout the day. Here I am. Sunny Suffolk. Yeah, as I said this earlier, it's bizarre that we are literally in March. For the first time in a few years, we're having snow again. I remember a few years back, good few years, like 2 years, I'm trying to think now, 2018, 2017, we had about that time. During the season, it was like early April, putting back, like watching match today, and literally it's chucking down in snow at the start of April, like Sunderland or whatever it was, not Sunderland, but you know what I'm saying, that neck of the woods, just absolutely chucking it down in snow, like thick, laid on the pitch and everything. Apparently there's been a bomb scare at Madrid, and that's normally just cheating scare with the last cheaters. Who are Madrid playing tonight then? Out of interest. Oh dear. And it's half time at Kings Meadow between Chelsea and Brighton. That's 2-0 as well. Serious. Oh, mate, I said before half time, sort the camera out in terms of whoever's up with the camera, clean the camera off, wipe it off, make sure it's spotless. They've only just decided to do that as it's going back live to the stadium, to the game, as the girls come out for second half. I'll get the cloth out now and wipe it. It was drenched as well. He's got to keep doing that. You'd think again, modern day and all that. They had the covers on the lenses around the lenses to prevent it getting drenched like that. But hey, in case you guys weren't in the chat earlier, by the way, there is a link in the description that takes you straight towards all the channel merchandise and all that, including a brand new limited time to the end only available to the end between now and the end of the season, basically. Commemorative mug to celebrate the Arsenal women's team's cup final victory against Chelsea at the weekend. Basically, it's a mug with the entire squad and team basically celebrating with a trophy lift and all that. You don't have to be an Arsenal fan either. You can be a fan of women's football in general and just want to have something that no one else is doing, basically, in terms of doing the match for the women's triumph and all that. But it's something that's you can just, as a fan of women's football, go, oh, put it on display or use it with a cup of tea, coffee, whatever occasionally. And the quality, I've got to say, is top notch. I mean, I've got quite a few things from there for myself. Like for what I've got on that site already, before that it's new bug on. I've been able to grab hold of samples. Say samples. It's just for me. It'd be discounted price. I still pay for it, but it's discounted for whatever I buy and all that. So I've got myself, as you guys have probably seen in the past, home colours mug, the traditional away colours mug with yellow and the black logo. So that's what they would call it. pint glass with the logo on it on either side. Which again is actually quality is quality just done alone is fantastic. I've got myself a hook. You've got occasionally you've seen me before wear the hoodie as well that I've got. The original Mr. Arsenal podcast hoodie with the Arsenal oh it's not victory through harmony, basically. Like Victoria Concedia Crescent on the back. The slogan, the club's slogan on the back, basically. Victoria Concedia Crescent, which is Latin for victory through harmony. In the classic, the classic sort of Arsenal font as well. I've got that as well. What else have I got? So I've got a hoodie, the 2 mugs, a pint glass, and there's something else I've got. Again, but as I say, call me biased, but the quality is absolutely top notch. So I would recommend, and I will become myself one of the mugs as well, one of the new ones as well. Again, in terms of price, I will say this: the prices have gone up. It's out of my control. The price is all down to manufacturers. Oh, no, I still want to Hibs and Rangers. Back underway for the second half, by the way. Just got underway for the second half at Meadow Park, whatever I can call it. Bournemouth goes on the attack and gives it one on the edge of the box. But yeah, over the weekend I will be getting my head round it and ordering my own mug that celebrates the women's league cup win against Chelsea. I say all it is literally an image of the team, of the entire squad at the trophy lift and all that. Leah, Kim at the front with the trophy and all the rest of the squad and management and all that behind celebrating with the stuff all going off in the background. That's right. It's a limited time. It's a limited time only thing for the new mug. It's a limited time only till the end of the season. Once the season's ended for both the men's and women's, well, that'll be brought to a halt basically. Oh, we've got a goal. Rangers have scored 2-1 to Rangers against Hibs. Seriously, sort the camera out, mate. I can't see a thing now on the FA player. I'm watching the FA player and the camera's completely and utterly drenched again. Stephen saying, look above Essex on the map, around 70 miles from the dear old London. Been okay? Yeah, I'm good, Mr. Bungle. I'm all good. Keep myself busy as you always do. Did my Arsenal, Sporting Lisbon versus Arsenal match preview yesterday with James Rowe, which is on the channel still, obviously, as always. But if you haven't watched it yet, go and check that out as well. But yeah, did that yesterday, doing this tonight, and then doing the Europa League actual watch along tomorrow. It's an early kickoff as well, so in terms of Gary, I think Gary can make it, but Liam's 50-50 at the moment in terms of because of timing. It's more so down to timing than more than anything. But Sunday, Liam will be back on the watch-alongs as well after a couple of weeks off because of the preparations for his wedding and all that. He'll be back on Sunday for the Fulham v Arsenal game, along with Gary and a couple of others as well. So that'd be good. You won't just have to look at me and listen to me and my ugly mug on Sunday and possibly tomorrow. Stephen, this the one was saying Stefan Stoney's channel ain't the same now. He got no tunes. Seriously, this cameraman is really pissing me off. If you're not watching the game, quickly go to the FA player. Look up. If you've got an account, log in. Click on the Arsenal game. You understand why I'm getting annoyed with this coverage now, because literally the camera is like the lens is completely soaked. I'm now doing it, and it's so wet. It's steaming up as well. It's like it's blurred, and you can barely see a thing. It's really doing my bloody head in. Oh, another little play down playing injury. Okay, cool. I mean, you're 2-0 down. Keep wasting as much time as you want. We got all the twin in the world. Let's have a look how the poll was doing anyway. I didn't stop that, did I? Might as well stop that now because it's 2-0 and all that jazz. Ugh. 45 votes. That's not too bad, actually. 93% said Arsenal win, and only, was it 7% went back Liverpool. Fair enough. I might as well end that now, actually, because it's so easy to vote on it now. It's 2-0. If it was 1-0 still, I kept it going. But yeah. Back on to that. Oh, volume as well, so I can actually hear what's going on. Oh, dear. Go on, Kim. Go on, Kim. Unlucky. We get support there. Oh, dear. We wear a different hoodie tomorrow, by the way. I've noticed that I do wear this hoodie quite a bit, actually, since I've had it, especially over this last month and a half or so. The majority of the streams I've been doing, I'm wearing this. I do wash it, guys, but obviously with heat and all that, yeah, literally wash it, and it's on it's dried in hours or whatever. So this thing is like the next thing. I just grab hold of it, put it back on. But yeah, I do need to mix up a bit of the with the body side of things, because don't want you guys think that I only have one item of clothing. I mean, it's that cold, by the way. I'm literally usually I just wear the hoodie, nothing underneath. It's that cold here. I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath as well, and I'm in jogging bottoms, because I don't really, I very rarely wear indoors. Like the thick, or at least thick cotton ones. I mean, I've got socks on as well. Thick socks. Is that it's cold when that's happening. Yeah, I've got an update at Tottenham. Was it still 0-0, or Tottenham got back into it, or what? Let's have a look. I mean, Sky could have asked for a worse person to. Yeah, it's still 0-0. Again, knowing the situation of Danny Rose and the relationship between Danny Rose and Tottenham, why would Sky then approach Danny Rose and say, look, for X amount of money, for a few hours worth of work, cover the Tottenham game for us, knowing there's that bad taste between them? Got a goal kick anyway in the Arsenal game. Zinsberger got the ball at feet, so I played that from the back as well. I'm not going to boot it. But then Raphael smashes it and basically hits off a Liverpool attack, and he almost loops over the goalkeeper. So not the smartest moves there. Can we get rid of it, guys? That'd be fantastic. Well done. That's a foul. An LF. Oh, yeah. You see what the Tottenham Stadium, Jesus Christ. Big club, but they're Tottenham are a big club, but they can't find anyone to buy the naming rights to their stadium. But they're a big club. Okay. Go on. Oh. Oh, sorry, let's listen to an update from Suffolk Park. Basically, Celtic almost scored uh, a last minute, not winner, but a goal for time, but went over the bar apparently. Let's do something that's called a girls' goal. Again, red and white, green, bit of a difference. Really got to work on that. Rest of the season and going into the next season, we've got to work on our. Oh, the girls have got to work on their aim massively. Really, really letting us down. That is. Last year was fantastic. Pretty much pinpoint set pieces, be it corner or free kick, crossing it in. And this year, especially this second half of the season, that's been massive flaw in our game. We cannot open play or set piece wise when we're crossing the ball in the air, find our own player. What we can't do is let Liverpool back into it to score and cause ourselves a massive pain in the arse, basically. Oh, I'm waving that way go on. Against what became a mate, I can't see a thing. Go on, Kip. I'm assuming that it's not going to give it pull over. Is that I'm saying I can't see a thing of who's got the ball or not. Oh, that's a foul. Fucking hell. Gee, how's that not a booking? Like, seriously. There we go, Madam's good. Is it Madam or Madam standing over it? And he's pull over standing over it as well. Hell. Come on. Pulled in. On. Oh, for God's sake. A waste. Wasn't good defending from Liverpool. It was poor defending. It's just literally a fall to him and they just got rid of it. Because didn't count on them basically there. Oh, dear. Oh, well done, ref, for getting away. Thanks, ref, for that one. Oh, half time at Celtic Park, 1-1. Oh, Celtic come out the second half and obliterate Hearts, so don't get too excited. Oh, we missed some subs, have we? Of course, come on, folks. Leah Williamson's gone off. We've been always come on. Right. I'm going to tell you the other sub wasn't I look myself. Well, seriously, sort the mate. He's got to talk to the camera. He's just standing up. No, I won't do it. I need to do my head in that is. There we go. Yeah. So, as I said before, Liam Williamson went off for Wimbledon Moy, and Vorty has gone off for Col. Got to see a bit more of Cole as well in the old in the team. See how she plays out and all that. It settles in. Stefan, again back in the chat, says he has got to sort that out. Even if it means getting a cheap CD player. Flying Pig is actually going live again off a night, which is a brave move considering United result against Liverpool. Was he live now? What's it? I'll probably do that preview, isn't he, for their game against Batiste, so fair enough. But yeah, I get what you're saying. There's a game like that I'll never forget. None of us will ever forget that game on Sunday, Stefan. I'm just relieved that obviously he didn't get too stressed, so after working the week prior. Any goals in the Champions League will be updating now. Let's have a look. That's the girls on the attack. No, still 0-0. As I was saying, in terms of the flying pig, obviously, I'm assuming he's going live. He's live now. I did a preview for United's going against Lisbon, Batiste, sorry. And also, yeah, in terms of game, never forget. None of us will forget. United fans and even we as rivals will never forget that game. Never allow. All the grief as an Arsenal fan we get from United fans, the occasional dig about the 8-2 back in 2011. No, we ain't letting them forget this ever. We weren't involved, but we're not letting them forget it. Trust me on that one. Oh dear. I think in terms of obviously how he was on Sunday, in terms of not going over like you know, like not normally, as in wasn't fully going in and getting too stressed about it to the level he normally would do in that situation. I think that what happened the week before played a played a huge part in that. The reason why he didn't go full on into his team on Sunday. That's good. That's good. And in one sense, that's good because it shows he has that restraint that he knows he, what's happened to him recently, that health wise is not good for him. He needs to just do what he's got to do without being putting himself back in hospital again. Morning. I can hear you. You did it now, do you? One sec. Over to there. Right, let's go. Can I let you out? Go. Wait, you. Bed. Oh, they're back. Right. two more subs coming out. What we got coming on? Caitlin Ford and Gio's coming on. Gio Crias, sorry. And Vit Vias going off as well for Maritz. 1 second. What are you doing? Wait. Oh, my legs. Ow. Sorry. I want to have a Liverpool sub now. Bloody hell. Too many subs now. Celtic fans still remind Rangers about the Sunderland one. One was just 56. Jesus Christ. I learned to chill about football. It's not worth it, and football goes in cycles. What about those? What are the cats up to? One's just chilling on one of the chairs outside of the room, and the older one, Lily, is like super good to me. It's decided I'm her favourite basically from early on. His company just nibbling on, yeah, something from her bowl basically. Whatever was left in her bowl, she's nibbling on. I swear they've given there. Considering it's her that fucking just dove in front of the player's legs there. Just threw herself, no attempt for the ball, just threw herself, trying to get the penalty. Still no goals in the Champions League, by the way, in either game. Still 0-0. So both Bayern Munich and AC are still leading in their ties, respectively. And that's just, let's go for a bit for treatment, looks of it. I say that's disappeared now. Oh, these cats. Oh, dear. Been a weird second half, I'll say this. There's something like 72 minutes in now. Just over 50. Sorry, pardon me. About 17, 8 minutes ago in this game. Second, as I say, second half wise, been a weird one. It's like we know we won the game. We don't really go for the juggernaut and going for 3, 4, 5s and all that in this game now. We're just seeing the game out basically. Come on. I know, keep going. Oh, bloody hell. Dread's in the chat. Big up, Dread. How you doing, my friend? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, not just flashing, apparently he groped a couple of girls as well. But also, yeah. Well, it's not even edged. The fact of all media outlets, the Sun got hold of the what's that? Poor free kick. Got hold of the footage, and then the screen grabbed certain certain images basically from it and put it out there. But I'm sorry, I'm not surprised anymore. The fact that Mason Greenwood got away with what he's got away with, more players are getting more confident now and do more stupid things like what Cole's done, if not worse. Because they've seen now that even with the evidence out there we saw with Mason, that he's got away with it. He had him and the girl's dad wore her down for the year, and she's caved in, took him back, and dropped all charges against him. And now you're going to see more idiots do stupid things like, if not worse than what Mason did. And that's saying something. We know what Mason did. Ronaldo got away with it as well. He paid off the people, the woman that was accusing him of that as well, sexual assault, so they say. It's public. I don't even have to say allegedly because it's publicly out there in the public domain that it was settled out of court basically with the Ronaldo situation. And even, I know it's nowhere near the same, but Jack Grealish breaking the lockdown restrictions in the in the early stage of the lockdown, 2-3 times breaking the lockdown while he was a Villa player, and all he got in Villa was a "don't do it again." Carl Walker then does it. I'm using mental health basically as a reason why he broke lockdown laws. Mason, number 11 at Manchester United, so we say. Even Man United fans don't even want to call him by his name. They refer to him as number 11. But as I say, when it's out there, in terms of number 11 or Mason or whatever, when it's out there that everything that he did to this girl, the photos, the voice notes, and the fact that the dad did that statement, and from now on in for the 12 months, then the dad, the daughter's dad, teamed up with Mason, has worn her down for the last 12 months to the point where she's now naively gone, "I'm going to drop the charge. We're back in love again. I forgive him." I mean, Benjamin again, Mendy from Man City. Nine charges brought against him to take him to court. 9, and all but 2 were found not guilty. Nothing to do with who he plays for and where he is. Got in the court of law, not guilty because he's a Man City player. He's a legend to us. Because you can't tell me in that jury there weren't Man City fans in that, because 9 charges. 2 of them have got to be going through the courts again because it was undecided. So now he's got to go through the courts again to get them cleared, if he can. Otherwise, yeah. But the fact you have 9 charges against you of multiple assaults, so to say, of a certain nature, and again, for the CPS to take him to court, like charge him and everything, they must have believed they had a case to get him found guilty. In terms of Mendy, nothing, not a thing. As I say, 2 of them are being retrialed now because I think it was undecided by the jury, respectively, on 2 counts if he was guilty or not. So he's now got to go through that rigmarole again at Manchester courts, probably. Oh, no, Gio's down. Oh, fantastic. It's a 50-50. They're both gone for it. It looks like the ref's going to fucking book our girl for daring to try and score. Chris is in the chat, says, "Hi guys, having a lovely glass of 7 Up." Oh dear. I'll be honest. I was in all the football, in the football tenants chat between Sunday's game and yesterday. Was it yesterday? What's the date today? I don't know what the date is anymore. Yesterday, as it yesterday up till yesterday. The football, any live streams at Terry's and the football terrence, any Man United streams, Gary's stream on Monday night, DWD that goes on usually on this channel. Just in general, other football channels, I just pop in there. And again, if you know the film, you know the film, know what I'm referring to, but you might not. I was literally just putting, I'm free on the 7th, in the quoted commas, at 7. I think Gary got it, but yeah. Half of it. You would think in this doesn't ultra careful, but yeah. No, in terms of Mason, number 11, whatever, he broke into the United team, got a bumper deal contract, believes he's made it, and the arrogance has got the cockiness, the arrogance when they call it, has gone streaming to his head, and it's led to what we saw and heard. The weird thing is, Stefan, as after everything, there's rumours that Mason and the Harriet, the girl in question, are back together. Now, if I'm dating someone and that person, when we break up or at any point decides to make me out to be an abuser in any sort of way, even they eventually admit they've lied and they get the charges dropped, I'm not personally getting back with that person. I am completely washing my hands, moving on. It is so messed up. I can't fathom how messed up it is that they're together. They're now together again. No, she did. Well, that's why we put out. What is this Gia? Ah, lucky Gia. At the stadium as well. Fantastic. Have we got any goals at all? Is it 3-0 now to bloody Chelsea? Let's see now. Yeah, 3-0 Chelsea in their game. Here comes Jen Beattie. Stina Blackstenius is coming off. Do, 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 do. Yeah, Dread. It's done. Man United, Mason Greenwood, and literally it'll be in the top of the search engine and all that. They went out basically all the stuff and all that. Oh, 3-1 now. Rangers winning 3-1. I don't know. Well, the thing is, you say that. I think it's more the dad because it's definitely say that. But if you look back to when it all went off, when it all came out, what the photos and that voice note and all that. Oh, there's a goal. I was talking about Chelsea, I think. Um, Look back to when it all came out and the police knew how to get involved. There was obviously because it's so publicly out there. Look back to what her dad said in that statement that was put out. Read between the lines. I think it's him. As I said, because the old bill was taking so long to charge him in the first place, and then put bail conditions in and things like that. Mason and her dad have just chipped away and worn her down. I think the dad is more of a more motivated by this money side of things in terms of the lifestyle, having his daughter set up for life and all that. No matter the consequences, as far as he's concerned, she'll be set for life as he. It's the sound now working. Didn't know. I didn't know my sound went there for a minute there. Apologise for that. No, again, dad is to blame, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, oh, there you go. Celtic have scored. Just as they go to Celtic Park in the 59th minute, Celtic have just took the lead, and the last knots are coming out at Celtic Park. The flags are up as well in the background, and normal services resume basically. When go back to the game itself, 88th minute again, second half been a weird one. It's just like we knew coming out of the second half with the game was wrapped up. We just gone through the motions and just seen the game out professionally, not trying to kill the game like 3, 4, 5, something like that. Yeah, 4-1 now. Yeah. Tottenham's at half time, by the way, and that's still 0-0 on the night, 1-0 to AC on aggregate. Let me check the stats for that out of interest, actually. Oh, Katie, walk away, Katie, because you'll get booked. If we look at the stats of the Tottenham game, let's have a look. That's me, there we go. All right, let's have a look at the stats. Oh my days, it's been a crap game. In terms of the Tottenham game, first off, it was 52% to 49% in possession. Both teams have had 2 shots, both off target. Wow. Wasn't a foul, but okay. How much injury time we got? 5 minutes. Where's that come from tonight? Let's check this on Charles quickly, 1 sec. Get rid of it. Oh dear. Come on, girls. Come on. See this game out now. Come on. Go on. Go on. Go on. One last one before we wrap things up. Come on. Or not. Oh no, let's go backwards instead. Don't get the cautious play there. We're 2-0 up. It was literally a few minutes to go. Don't get the cautious play there. It's done. Take the risk. Go put the ball in and see what happens. There may be a goal before we got things like there may be a goal between Bayern Munich and PSG. It's currently being checked by VAR. Oh, disallowed. So as I say, that goal has been disallowed for offside. Choupo-Moting had the ball in the net, but it's offside. Get rid of it. Come on. Oh dear. Oh dear. No, Pellegrini's a good team manager. I didn't know that. Really? Really?
Jesus, how many wives you got, dude?
Bills are playing tonight, so we finished soon anyway. Winning 2-0. Come on, come on, just get a third. Get a third. Just for the laughs. Oh, what can we let's place of us? Why am I still playing? Bloody hell. Go on. No attack of the game now. Literally got a corner there. So no, well, it might be a corner, but getting the goal kick. Of course you have. What are you doing? Yeah.
Put my feet up.
Yeah. Oh dear. And that's the full-time missile. Done and dusted. Got the 3 points on the board, which is important in the WSL. So I just try to keep us in touch just with a title race, but obviously in the top 3 for the Champions League spots as well. Miss, yeah. Matoma, whatever you pronounce his fucking name, has been incredible, signing £2.5 million, and loves the Japanese market. Yeah. So Brighton have had a habit recently, not just over Matoma, but obviously what was it, Casado. Most of their squad they've bought on a bargains, absolute bargains. Don't know why English haven't tapped into the Japanese market. I don't know either. Honestly, I have no idea. Bear me a second. I don't like hearing. Hey, you know, shut up and get out of it. But no, so as I was saying, that's it. Pardon me. Because I don't know, maybe they're not seen as that big name. I don't know. Because Arsenal back in 2001 brought Junichi Inamoto in. Young lad, had promise coming to us and all that, which has never got any game time, never given a chance. And then by the time he got given a Premier League game time at West Brom and Fulham, it wasn't enough. And I don't know where he ended up in the end, but after Fulham, but yeah, just never worked out for him in the Premier League because by the time he got given loaned out or sold eventually by Arsenal to I think it was Fulham. It just his confidence completely put to dust basically. And who was the other one we had? Rio Mayachi as well, a few years back under Wenger, back into Wenger's time. Stefan didn't United. I don't think he was Japanese. I think it was Korean, I believe. I don't think it was Japanese. Jungji Park, or whatever his name is. Yeah, I think it was Korean, I believe. I don't know. But it is what it is. What it is. It just means that obviously other teams like Brighton can go in and get these players at a bargain price, and if they work out, they can absolutely flog them on for absolute bundles of money. Oh, Brighton got one back in injury time, or just before injury time, 3-1. Dan Carter scoring for the Seagulls, former gunner as well. Yeah, since she left Arsenal, she's not been her career's just been not the same really. Went to Reading for a year and then ended up at Brighton, and it's not. Yeah, we'll get into that. I think thank you. Yeah, there's there's multiple Uniteds. Too many Uniteds in the old Prem nowadays, but it is what it is. Maybe one United might be going down actually. And West Ham, we don't know about their ideas. I don't understand why, but how David Moyes hasn't been sacked. But it is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up now. I'm going to go off and enjoy the rest of my evening. Hope to catch the second half now of the Milan game. Hopefully, Milan can see it off, and maybe Zarouvi scored a goal that seals the deal. Touchwood. I will be back tomorrow. It is an early kickoff, so we'll be going live about 5:30ish, give or take, maybe a few minutes earlier than that. Around 20 past, 5:30 tomorrow. I'll be going live. Hopefully, Liam will be able to join us, but depending on obviously what he's got going on at his end as well in terms of work and all that. But yeah, touchwood, he'll be able to join us there, and hopefully a couple of others as well got lined up. Hopefully, be able to join us as well for Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon versus Arsenal in Portugal, the first leg. Hopefully, there's news that obviously Tierney and Eddie and someone else hasn't travelled out, and the reason why Tierney hasn't travelled out because he's ill apparently. Fucking irony, isn't it? And Tierney hasn't been injured or pretty much all season. That now he gets his chance to play and prove himself and get himself back in the fold. Bloody going to get ill. Fantastic. Like, yay. All time's done by the looks of it. Sadly. I really want Tierney to work out, but it just ain't looking good. Even when he's injured, he's now fucking ill. But just means Zinchenko will be playing, so it's going to be a mix of a strong / second string 11 tomorrow, I believe. More likely strong. And then back on Saturday for the match of the day stream. And then, even though Arsenal aren't playing on Saturday, still cover all the Premier Leagues, up and down the league, up and coming games, rivals, and all that. And I think City are playing on Saturday, so see how they play it against Palace as well. Hope you Palace can do us a favour. And then back on Sunday for a double header of not just a men's team playing on Sunday, but the women as well. But the men's, it's a few hours gap as well. But the men kick off at 2, so we're going live at 1:30 on Sunday for the men's game. And then they come away for a couple of hours. And we're back again 6:30 on Sunday evening for the women's game, Arsenal women versus Reading in the WSL again, and hoping to set them up to get ourselves back in the top 3 and close the gap between us and the teams, the top 2 teams basically, being Chelsea and Man United. Touchwood. But yeah, thank you everyone in the chat that's been popping in and keeping me sane, keeping me company, and keeping the chat flowing basically back and forth. And I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, oh dear, let's close this scoreboard down. As always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.